Some losses are just numbers on a scoreboard. You move on. But others carry the weight of history. Today, we're not just going to recap a basketball game. We're going to break down what made this particular Final Four defeat for the Illinois Fighting Illini so deeply, so historically painful. So let's start right where it ended. Just picture this scene, as ESPN reported it. The game's over, the roar from the arena is gone, and you're just left in this quiet room, thick with the feeling of what could have been. That's the real heart of the story, that immediate, raw aftermath of a dream just slipping through your fingers. And this is why that locker room felt so heavy. This wasn't just some random loss. This was the program's 6th trip to the biggest stage in college basketball. And for the 6th time, they went home empty-handed. It's this absolutely cruel pattern of getting so close to the top, only to fall right at the end. Okay, so how did this happen? The emotion of it all is one thing, but the reasons, well, they're found in the nuts and bolts of the game. And on this night, it was all about the story of a very, very unforgiving rim. This is where it all gets kind of baffling. Illinois walked it to this game with the number 2 most efficient offense in the entire country. But then you look at these numbers, just 23% from three-point range. Come on, these aren't just misses. For a team this good on a night this big, it's just a statistical nightmare. And here's the thing, it wasn't just that they were missing, it was how they were missing. Assistant coach Orlando Antigua had this perfect name for it, toilet bowls. You can just picture it, can't you? The shot looks good, it swirls around the rim, teasing you, and then it just cruelly pops right back out. The whole night was filled with moments like that. And this just nails the feeling on the court. Here's one of the players, Tomislav Ivisic. When your layups, the easiest shot in basketball, are bouncing out in ways you've literally never seen before, what else you're supposed to call it? To them, it just felt like an unbelievable string of bad luck. But then, in the second half, the whole story started to change. The bad luck, it felt like it was finally fading. And for a few absolutely electric minutes, it really felt like Illinois was about to rewrite the script of this game, and maybe, just maybe, their entire history. It happened so fast. A 10-0 run. Suddenly, Illinois was locking down on defense, holding UConn scoreless for almost 5 whole minutes. They were scrappy, getting to the free throw line, fighting for every board. And with every single point, the Illinois heavy crowd got louder and louder until the place was absolutely shaking. The lead was down to just 4. It was happening. The comeback was real. And then, a pause. A 30-second break. A little moment that, looking back, became the exact turning point where all that incredible, roaring momentum just hit a wall. Yeah, with the crowd going absolutely insane and UConn totally on the ropes, the Illinois coach, Brad Underwood, called time. Now, in the moment, it makes sense, right? A chance to get organized, to map out that final push. But it also gave their opponent a critical moment to just catch their breath. So here's the play-by-play on that timeout. The purpose was tactical. The coaches knew UConn was going to try to get the ball to their star forward, Terrace Reed Jr., so they wanted to prep the defense. The problem, UConn knew that Illinois knew, so they drew up the exact play Illinois was afraid of, they ran it perfectly, and Reed scored instantly. And just like that, it was over. That basket was followed by another one right after it. The lead that had been 4 was suddenly 8 again. The momentum that took 5 frantic minutes to build, it just evaporated in seconds. And that deafening roar from the crowd, it just faded into silence. And this, right here, is where we have to zoom out. Because to really get the pain of this one loss, you have to understand that for Illinois fans, this feeling, this so close yet so far feeling, is painfully familiar. It's not a new wound. It's an old one getting ripped open again. It really all boils down to this single stark number: 0. After all these years, all these great teams, all these legendary players, the biggest prize in college basketball has always been just out of reach. And to put that into perspective, just look at this. In the entire history of the sport, only one other program, Houston, has been to the Final Four more times than Illinois without ever winning the whole thing. It's not just a string of bad luck. It's a special kind of torture in the history books. And this timeline just shows you this isn't some new thing. It's a legacy. A 2-point loss back in '51, another 2-point loss the very next year, a gut-wrenching 2-point loss in '89, a 5-point loss in the national title game itself in 2005. You see the pattern? This latest loss, it's just the newest chapter in a very long, very painful book of almosts. So it really leaves you with this question, doesn't it? Was this loss just about a few toilet bowl shots and one questionable timeout? Or was it simply the latest turn of a historical screw that's been tightening on this program for more than 70 years? That's the weight they have to carry. The sting of one single night made so much heavier by the ache of generations.